So then I was like, I'm Mike.
Watch me, Miyabi. I'm John. Irk. There's a single frame hanging in my room.
Single frame.
Within the frame is a pair of boxers. I stare at them every morning.
I feel like a depth charge was done to my couch there.
Nah, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, fucking Krang, man.
Nah, man, I came here to do my taxes. And also crop dust. Also crop dust your 4A.
I watched a recent episode of that, and I was just like, this has just become fucking trippy.
I forget where I stopped watching.
Apparently they're going into, like, the apocalypse. Bubblegum's conquered almost all of her kingdom, and Bubblegum, the Ice King, is frozen over a good chunk of the continent.
Fuck. How did we go from just a kid going on an adventure to this?
Who knows? Who knows?
Remember when it first started? I was just a kid going on adventures with his dog, and it was crazy and bombastic.
It's simple. It's simple. He leveled up, and this is D&D.
Okay, on like a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not very good and 10 being very great, how good is you were throwing a very small fireball at a chain that's about like 10 to 15 miles? 10 to 15.
I don't know, like a 4 or a 5?
A 4 or 5?
I said I don't know. I've never done it before.
Oh, okay, just give it a try. Sis, stop thinking about revenge already.
No. Revenge. Prevenge, really.
Ah, you're in my school of thought now.
I haven't gotten... I don't need a reason to get revenge against you. I just need revenge because I feel like I'm going to need it later.
John, I feel like you'd be a good king. Not at all. Not at all. I would be super... If it's not Alex or Denny, or anyone else I consider a close friend in a high position, I wouldn't trust anyone. I married into your family. Oh, I definitely don't trust you. Like, let's get that out of the way right now. I definitely don't trust you.
I was going to go with, I feel like you'd be Stannis Baratheon. Just... It's not. It's good, old lad.
I'd be the fat king that dies in the first season.
No, Stannis is his brother. He's just this angry, just
the
motherfucker.
Gay one?
No. The gay one's the younger brother.
Oh,
the older brother.
Older brother.
He's the one who sits there. You know what I got when I took over the land? This shitty island. It's got a nice table, but a shitty island nonetheless.
So
I am
the older brother of the stag, right?
Yeah. I deserve to be on the crown. Well,
How did his brother apparently outbeat him in that? Was it his brother who raised the troops, I guess?
Stannis was not liked.
Oh.
He was a very strict and very stern man. Very stubborn.
But did he get the job done?
He did get the job done. A lot of times.
Why does this feel like, apparently in the Game of Thrones, it suffers the same syndrome? Wow, I'd rather hear about these people. Or I'd rather hear about how the first...
No, you know what syndrome they have? I would rather hear about Robert's Rebellion because they never shut the fuck up about Robert's Rebellion.
Oh, I got you another one.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that the one that's supposed to...
It's how Robert gets on the throne.
Yeah. That would include his brother, right? Wasn't his brother involved?
Which one?
The older one?
Yeah. Stannis takes over Dragonstone. The island that he gives him. He's like, first of all, I should have been given the Stormlands. This is bullshit. Just saying. Second of all, you're a drunk lout and I don't like women too much. I'm not saying I'm gay, I'm just saying I don't trust them. If it wasn't for grazing heirs, I probably wouldn't deal with them.
So he doesn't like women?
He It's not that he doesn't like women. He's just weird around women. Like they say hello, and he's just like, handshake. Is that what we do here? Like,
Well, what was he? A great general, or?
he was a great general and he was a really good leader. He just was extremely just and strict. Like, his one knight is the Onion Knight, and he's like, well, I have to do 2 things. And he's like, what's that? First of all, congratulations, you brought us food. He's like, oh, thanks, man. I'm going to name you a knight. He's like, that's great. He's like, but before I can name you a knight, you have to get rid of your sins. He's like, what sins? He's like, you brought us food. You smuggled it in. You stole it. I have to beat you. And he's like, well, he's like, give me your hand. It's like, what? No. He's like, give me your hand. I'm cutting off your fingers. And he's like, what? He's like, that's the penalty for stealing. It's like, okay. He's like, which hand? Left or right? Left. And he cut off 3 of his fingers. And he sits, and the guy sits there later. He's like, I've never met a man more just or stern in my life. I love this man.
Why did you make him sound like the guy from season 1? The guy from the north who got his fingers bit off by Rob's
dog.
Yeah.
Nah, he just it's just how he puts it. He's just like, he has this like grumpy look on his face, and he's like, thank you, but you must pay also. I can't make you a knight if you've got, you know, crimes against you. But I don't have any crimes. You have crimes against my land. You stole food from people in my waters. It's like, but you were going to starve and die. He's like, yeah, I know, but the law is the law.
And the Onion Knight is okay with it?
Yeah, he's like, at first I was kind of pissed off. He's like, I didn't have my left hand really anymore. He's like, but I've grown to, I really respect that. He really, he really upholds the law.
What is the Onion Knight then?
He was literally a poor smuggler.
And he just became a knight?
Yeah, he,
Is he anything special?
I mean, he's a great sailor, but think, like, pirate, basically.
I mean, like, is he a decent swashbuckler? Or
oh, yeah, they said he's a great swordsman. And
even with the loss of his left hand?
Yeah, he uses his right hand.
Oh.
So he's good.
What about Robert's brother? Was he a good swordsman?
Not really.
Yeah.
Depends on what type of sword you're using.
And then you tell me Ned apparently wasn't even that great?
Ned apparently, like, if you're going with the list of top 10, he might have been 11.
Honorable mention?
Like, he hits the honorable mentions.
Wait, then what about, what's his name, Robert?
Robert didn't use a sword. He used the Warhammer.
Oh, shit.
And they said, basically, he was the Lu Bu of his time.
Jesus Christ.
Like, they said, like, yeah, once he went into a rage, you are not winning that. Like they said, they call it the Battle of the Ruby Ford. The only reason why he, like, really wins that is because he just rushed down Rhaegar Targaryen the whole time. And he's like, okay, you want to do this then? And he's like, yeah, been chasing you the whole day, you dick. So they meet in the water, and he's like, really? What, do you think I'm disadvantaged? I'm drunk and angry. Fucking beats the shit out of him.
Why did the Lannisters help him again, or?
They didn't. They originally sided with the crown, but then they were like, oh god.
Oh, they saw that.
We're like, oh shit, things going south. Hey, Robert, we like you.
Then how were they able to win? If most of the best swordsmen in the world were on the crown side.
Because you have Lu Bu, and I guess Ned would be like, not Hua Xiong, but like maybe Gao Shun.
Not Zheng Liao?
He's not Zheng Liao. Zheng Liao is not involved in this war.
Oh.
He's basically off doing other shit.
Alright, well then, Jamie's on that list, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's at the capital. He had to fight against, I think, three of the best. Ned had to fight three of the best swordsmen of their time, just to get to his sister.
And he won?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Brought a squad of men, him and this guy Reed, and like 10 other guys, and the only ones who leave are him and Reed. 3 guys killed almost 12 men by themselves.
Now, did Ned get the kills, or is he just attributed that?
He's attributed it because he basically led it. But they said Reed got the last kill.
I take it this Reed guy's dead?
No, he's still alive in the series. He's just, he just doesn't deal with shit anymore.
Did we meet him in season 1 or no?
No. Literally, Reed, you would know Reed because Reed would be like Weed.
Oh.
Like, he's basically a barbarian.
And he just doesn't deal with shit?
Mm-hmm.
So, since everyone's disappointed that it's what's-her-name story, because apparently she's a horrible character by your definition.
Daenerys?
Yeah.
Yes, she is a horrible character.
What is her thing? She just wants to go back. She's reclaiming...
Who knows?
Well, what's the point of her reclaiming it?
Because it's her rightful claim.
Yeah, but her grandfather was a dick, wasn't he?
Yeah, her father was.
Yeah.
And she's possibly Jesus. And Jesus deserves his throne.
Wait, then what? Then what's gonna happen when she comes back? Because I don't think anyone wants to side with her, do they?
The entire island is shellacked. So it's gonna be kind of hard for them to say no. Although there
and
is.
what about the Watt Walkers? I thought they were a problem.
Yeah, they're a huge problem.
Even in the books.
Even in the books. But nobody's dealing with them because the army.
Jon
of the...
Snow's dead, so.
Possibly. In the books, they leave it at a cliffhanger.
But in the TV show.
In the TV show, he's alive.
Really? I thought you said he was dead.
No, he's alive. He was dead, and then they Jesused him. So.
Well, I was about to say, you kill him. Who else is gonna run the Night Watch?
Oh, he doesn't run the Night Watch anymore.
Oh, well then what's he do?
He's decided. Oh, he's going to become the King of the North.
Well, he is the only living son besides what's his name?
Brand. Based in the show, they killed Rickett.
Who's Rickett?
The other son.
The youngest, right?
Yes. Brand could technically claim it, but it's like
why'd they kill the youngest?
Oh, for shits and giggles, you know.
Is he dead in the books or no?
No. Like,
so at this point, are the books better? Are the books canon or is the TV show canon?
We assume the books are canon, but you know.
Well, I mean, he did give them permission if he died, right?
I don't know.
I thought he did.
It sounded like he was going to, but then people are also like, he's also very angry at people for saying that he might die before he finishes the books, and it's like, motherfucker, you started this in the 90s.
I thought he started in the 80s.
Probably. But they never really got published until, like, the 90s. So it's like, you've been working on this for almost 40 years.
And you're nowhere near done.
And you still have 2 more books.
Before he's done?
2 more books, he said, and then he's done. Because it's only supposed to have 7 books in the series.
And he's up to what, 5?
I think so.
Well, Game of Thrones is only, what, book 1?
Yes. And then it's a Clash of Kings, and then Feast of Crows.
But yet, you know, the show only decides to go with Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Because it's catchier than A Song of Ice and Fire.
Even though that's what it's originally called.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about his brother?
Which one?
Ned's brother, the one that went to the wall. He is a White Walker.
Yeah, they sort of confirm that, yeah.
But he's not evil.
Yeah, he's like alive dead, but you know. Yeah, no, sounds like 2 contradicting things, but that's the series for you. My favorite though is how did somebody determine if whatchamacallit Game of Thrones is truly fantasy. They asked the one character, Sam, who's fat, and they're like, but how are you fat? You walk everywhere. He's like, there's mystical fucking dragons flying in the rail. There's zombies coming. There's people dying and being brought back to life. But the part that you just can't accept, you can't suspend your belief on, is that I'm fat. Yeah. How are you still fat?
Aren't there also people they still have to deal with?
In the show or in the book?
Well, I'm just, let's talk about the book, because it sounds like the show's gone and done its own little fucking thing.
It is.
Because apparently it sounds like it doesn't even matter what he's gonna write, because it sounds like in the books, Ricket's not dead.
He's not, but the Onion Knight's gonna go look for him.
And I'm assuming that didn't happen in the show.
It didn't, because the Onion Knight's doing the Onion Knight joins up with Jon Snow in the TV show.
Oh, well then.
Because he's like, Stannis is dead. They never confirm if Stannis is dead in the book. Because he left it on a shit ton of cliffhangers.
Wait, is this the same book where they think Jon Snow died?
Yeah.
So this is book 5 or book 4?
This is Dance of Dragons, which is, I think, book 5.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, I mean, if you leave that off in a cliffhanger at part 4, Jesus Christ, man.
Well
nothing got addressed from part 3 to part 4.
Well, you know what the best part is? He said himself, he's like, well, when I start up the next book, I'm going to deal with the big 2 battles that we were supposed to deal with. I was like, oh, thank you.
What 2 battles are those?
The battle between,
See, part of me wants to get into Game of Thrones, but the other part of me does, I don't want to watch the TV show.
Yeah.
But you've told me the books are somewhat boring.
They're not boring.
They just take a long...
He takes a long way to say things short.
Well, Alex told me he's like, he can't read them that much anymore because he's like, he gets bored.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy is just, he's like, John, this guy is just, he's probably good at what he does, but...
Oh, he is good when he actually can get involved, like, when you can get to a part that's interesting. It can be. It's just, you get to, like...
He just takes a sweet-ass time getting to that point.
There's so much fucking setup.
You mean the thing Bob doesn't do? Hi-oh! It's not fair. We gotta wait for that to get published.
Yeah, and he's working on it. He's making more setups. And
You better be after that one night.
after all that critique.
We were...
No, he's like Oda, except for Oda doesn't set shit up too much. He just is like, oh shit, I remember something.
You know, for a second there, when you said Oda, I didn't think Ichiro Oda. I thought Oda Nobunaga. I was like, Oda? What did Oda forget? He almost won all of... Oh, you mean Ichiro Oda. I thought you meant Nobunaga. It's like, what did Nobunaga leave shit up from interpretation?
Ichiro Oda has really great moments, but he doesn't
He's really good at world building. That is the one thing.
He's good at world building. He doesn't really give you, like... It's great to have those moments, but he doesn't really give you anything in between to get you to that moment. It's just a lot of setup for nothing.
Or he sets shit up like I've told you 2 arcs in advance.
Yeah.
And that's okay, but at the same time...
And he expects you to remember it.
No, or the worst part is you're more interested in that than actually the current arc.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he does that.
Yeah.
Like the Sanji arc, it's finally getting into the full swing.
We're
But up until that point, I was more interested in, like... Weeble, like, oh, Weeble? This is interesting.
What's Weeble doing?
Yeah.
Where's Marco? What's
all this? I was like, I'm literally more... What's going on in Wano? I was like, anything right now than this. Thank God we don't watch the anime, because that was in filler.
I think they just started getting to the fucking island.
From what I understand is, the last episode they just did the flashback with Sanji and Beiji.
Grand.
You know, where it's like, you're coming to the tea party.
Well, I looked at a video and they were just like getting on the they were just about to get on the island itself.
The first brother is voiced by Sasuke Uchiha.
Did you enjoy their new outfit change?
You mean the color scheme that...
No, I meant like they actually between the wedding starting and before the wedding and at the wedding starting, they now have new outfits.
Oh yeah. Luffy has new outfit. Nami has a new outfit.
Nami has that sweater vest thing.
I don't think Carrot's outfit changed.
She did. She's
She
got
did?
more of a suit now.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, come on, man. It's the climax. And you know, I kind of like Sanji's outfit. Although, we did honest, I like what he was wearing before that. That, like, Italian cape. I'm a sucker for that type of cape. I like it better than ass cape. It's not an ass cape, John. Well, you tell me what it is when there's like a cape around someone's ass. You tell me the correct phrase and I'll say it. But until then, it is an ass
skort,
cape.
John. No, it's not.
I don't even know what you said.
I said it's a skort, but it's not, because that's a pair of shorts and skirt.
Oh, come on. What? No, now you're just naked. That's all you just remind me of is that skip from College Humor.
I'm wearing a nunzie. You're just naked. Oh, One Punch Man put an episode out. Not an episode, but
Yeah, I was about to say. That
manga
doesn't start
chapter.
until... I feel like that's getting a little slow because you don't talk much about that either.
Oh, it's slow as shit.
Even though one apparently is already well past that.
It's not one. It's the guy who writes it.
No, I know.
And they also do shit out of order. Like Manga Town puts it up out of order, so I don't know what the hell's going on half the time.
It's okay. Next week, hopefully, if you know I can trust the Berserk guy, the next chapter should come up, of which I'm really interested because it sounds like something's gonna happen because they're finally in Kesuka's mind, and apparently she's represented as a doll, a broken doll that's being carried around in a casket by a dog with one hand, with missing one paw, an eye, and a brand of the mark.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, guess who that is?
Clearly, using that metaphor, it's Isirudu.
What?
The monkey. You know, it's clear.
Saru? No, I don't. Shirudu? Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, this is happening, huh, game?
Oh, it's happening.
Cool, this is how this is happening.
To deal with it.
I am, and this is how I'm gonna deal with it.
It's gonna send you to that dimension.
Because it's time to duel!
Let's see. What will happen to the Rabbit City by the Monster Association? Okay, you see...
That's what happens. 2 of them went down.
See, the last time I checked One Punch Man, we were dealing with the fact that the top guy... See, here's the problem. Here's what I had. Top guy fought Saitama. Saitama won, I guess. They never really officially showed us him winning. He just apparently won. And then, I guess Saitama apparently walked away, because they don't really tell us what happened to Saitama after that. Because from that point on, we have, oh, the original, you know, King of Fighters shows up.
That's a game series.
Yeah. The actual, you know, Iron Fist champion. The Tekken Iron Fist champion, I mean.
What's up?
He shows up. Apparently he's a super demon. And he offers people Jesus juice to become monsters. And, yeah.
Ortega dies.
How could you, man? How could you?
Actually, that was one of the rare Gundam series that ends with the main character and most of the main cast actually dying.
How could you, man? How could you? I like tacos, and now you've destroyed it for me.
That last episode, though, man. I'm gonna say this. What's it called? It's called Barbaros, right?
The Barbaros, yeah.
That's what the Gundam's called, right? Barbaros?
Yeah, Barbaros.
That thing is fucking godlike in the final episode. It gets hit. I don't know. You've probably stopped watching.
I tried.
Well, needless to say, in the second part...
I didn't watch the Japanese. I'm waiting for the English.
In the second part... Well, you saw the end of the first season, right?
Yeah,
where they were in this, yeah, where he activates it for the first time, the red thing, and he literally tears the crap out of that one mech.
And that's because that's the joke I was making. Oh, I gotta go into the whatchamacallit system. What was it?
The Vajara system, or It's literally this limit. It literally is the limit breaker for the Gundam to keep the pilot from, you know, becoming nothing but a vegetable.
Oh, the Vic Manana.
Yeah, the Vic Manana system.
Gotta activate the Vic Manana system because I can't hear Ortega tacos over there.
What the what? No, I didn't want this mode.
What is
Fuck.
this mode?
It's damn it. I can. That's how you activate it. Shit. It's frenzy mode. This isn't what I wanted. Oh fuck. Means I, literally this mode. You can just do this, endless attacks. That's
Nice.
literally what this mode is.
Plus, it looks like your things are poisoned and fire.
I guess I don't know. No, the enemy. I threw a poison bomb. This is not what I wanted. How the fuck did I activate this? Jesus Christ. Oh shit, I can use my... Wow, I thought I couldn't use these. Never mind.
And you can use them for free, basically.
Nah, it's because I had a scroll.
Are you sure? Because it doesn't look like you lost any scrolls.
I don't know, but this apparently lets you do infinite combos. I think you're harder to stagger. And I think you might hit harder. I'm not sure, but I didn't... Last time I did this, I couldn't use my...
Well, that's a cooler combo, anyway.
Yeah, but I don't get a chance to upgrade, so this is my health. I have to level up now. Like, I literally have to get level ups.
This is my life now.
I don't know how I did it either. It just happened. I never used this mode because I was like, why would I want this? Because I thought I couldn't use my Musous if I had this mode.
Come on, Barbados. We need to go defeat the Ortega system.
Dude, that Gundam becomes fucking godlike at the end of the season. At the end of the series.
I believe it.
Like, it ends, unfortunately, with Mikasa dying and most of them all dying.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Yeah, spoilers.
Wait. You know what? I said spoilers at the beginning of this, didn't I?
Yeah.
Spoilers for everything.
Anyway, but it's cool. Because he breaks the system one more time. Because they're really outnumbered. And what happens is... what is it? They're fighting a losing battle. You know they're not going to win just because, you know, it's a battle of numbers.
Yeah.
And the enemy's got, you know, weapons in space and all that.
The Zack Fair fight at the end of Crisis
you
Core.
knew what it was, and it literally is the Zack Fair fight because they're fighting to let their friends escape.
Yeah.
So what happens is, they get hit. The two main Gundams they had, because the third one got destroyed 2 episodes before this. They're fighting in the field, right? And they're wrecking shop on the ground troops. Like, they're just straight up wrecking them. So they launch these weapons from space, and it hits them, and both pilots are alive, but, you know, they're bloody, and it's almost like mortal wounds. They're not gonna, like...
They're not gonna survive, but they can still do stuff before they die.
Yeah. The one guy crushes the guy that killed his love interest. That was kind of cool. But the main character, Mikasa, he let... Oh, and she's eating this stuff.
Udamame.
Yep. He... What is it? He activates the system one more time. The Gundam's missing an arm. It's missing its right arm. And it gets a tail that it got from a mobile armor it defeated earlier. It literally gets up. The tail is whipping around. And it goes into frenzy mode. And it literally takes down 3 mobile suits with the tail at once. And he's just running around. He grabs the one mech, pulls the cockpit out, and crushes it in his hand. He is literally wrecking shit. Everyone's calling him a demon because he's just like killing all these guys super quick. And it was like, Jesus Christ, this mech is awesome. It is just not giving a fuck right now.
You could fight the shiny Gundam any day.
Dude, he might have given Domon a run for his money. He's just like... He's just like... Bam, 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 bam. Everyone that's getting in his way is just getting mowed down.
I'm gonna make my own Gundam series. It's gonna be called the Ortega system.
But he eventually dies.
I mean, they all do.
He has a kid.
Yeah?
With the...
Cook?
Yeah, the cook.
I'm sure Josh will be happy.
What? Why?
Josh hates series when they do that.
Do what?
Oh man. Why didn't the main protag have a progenitor show up? Like, he totally, and they're like, progenitor would mean somebody before him. Shut up, okay? Why isn't he the progenitor of his line of awesome? Like, his son grows up and totally takes up his, spotlight. You know, like Boruto. Not like Boruto. Boruto sucks, but, like Boruto.
Because if you do that, you cut out the pilot from doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
They did a Gundam series, actually, like that, called Age, where the first 16 episodes are the first pilot, then the next 16 are his son, and then the last one are all three of them, so it's the grandfather, the father, and the grandchild.
Basically, he would love JoJo.
I don't
if
know.
it wasn't for the fact that we enjoyed JoJo. You know how it is. He's a fucking hipster when it comes to anime. Listen, I was watching One Punch and I didn't find it interesting. Well, it's okay. You can go off and have your wrong opinion somewhere else then.
I mean, I wanted someone to talk One Punch Man with. He wasn't doing it. And you were just like, I don't know, John. I don't know about this One Punch. And then I was like, Mike, watch it. You're like, I don't know, John. Because I had to sell you on the idea, too.
And here we are today. Because I don't enjoy watching as much anime. I've started picking up on it, but...
No, I'll never expect you to be like me. It's just nice to be able to talk to someone about some anime.
Yeah.
But I did have to sell you on One Punch Man, because I told you what it was about.
Yeah.
You were like, eh. But then I kept telling you all the ridiculous bullshit he does.
I had to... I think I sold some of my coworkers on One Punch Man. And Mob Psycho. Because I was saying that, they were saying that, the one, talks to me about Konosuba, and he's like, the thing he likes about it is that, it's not really about what they're supposed to do, it's about the interpersonal characters. And I was like, yeah, it's a good series that has that. I was like, One Punch Man and Mob Psycho also have that.
Mm-hmm.
Mob Psycho especially. Mob Psycho is about the, interpersonal characters.
So should I have released that? No! That thing's freaking evil!
Yeah.
You need to die. That's a good thing.
You gotta have the catch and release, man. What happens if you catch the God of the Lake? Well, I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna say I caught it and have all them bragging rights. I am the Sea King 2! Better than Sea King 1! One Punch. Huh. Maybe I should have released that. No, that thing was fucking evil! That's not a part of nature! Get that thing out of here! And then fucking Sonico attacks him, and then he fucking beams him in the balls, and he's like, maybe that's my catch and release. And he doesn't even try to do it. It's always like, it's the same situation. He goes to jump and like try to like put a leg lock around him. He's like, wait, what? He puts his hand up. Hey, Sonico. Oh! It's like hitting your beanbag against a stop sign. Oh!
Simon! Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you there.
I'm sure you didn't. 456 shots. And all of them were in the dick.
I love the fact that he hasn't met Blaze yet.
Yeah. Nobody has.
Nope.
They just talk about him.
Well, he is the #1 hero.
#1!
That's right, guys. And you too can be #1. In our eyes, if you hit that like button, that subscribe button, or you just watch the video to the end, it really helps us out.
It does. You. I hear if you say it in the first 30 seconds of the...
Alright, have a good day, guys.